Love doesn't hurt. I know it's an unpopular opinion, and that's exactly what I want you to keep listening to me.
Midlife butterfly, a woman in the sacred in-between. She's not who she once was, and not quite who she's becoming yet. She's unraveling, awakening, remembering. She's navigating life's transitions, divorce, loss, reinvention moves, with a burning desire for freedom, joy, and soul-led living. She feels the pull to rise, to fly. She is no longer afraid of her own wings.
Welcome back to Midlife Butterfly. I am Kenas Yu, your host. In this space, we explore life transition and how they can help us remember who we really are. And in today's episode, which is called Love Doesn't Hurt, I'm about to challenge this belief that many of us carry because it has been implanted in our minds since we were born. That's the truth. Because you probably heard hundreds of times, love hurts. But let me tell you something, my dear. Love doesn't hurt. What hurts is everything we attach to it. Okay? So keep listening, please. I'm going to start by telling you a story of me when I decided to leave my marriage. And the truth is, it was not because there was no love. It was because despite the love, other important things were missing. We lost connection and intimacy. We didn't create more activities and goals together. And we started walking different paths. So it meant that, the pushing, mainly from my side, to control, to manipulate, for also wanting this person to meet my expectations, I freaking got exhausted. I did. I got to a point, we were together for almost 10 years. And in the last 3 years or so of that relationship, it's when I grew a lot because I got into the spiritual path. And until I realized that he was not ready to go in that path with me, I noticed that I couldn't wait anymore. And it took me around 3 years to accept this. And the wildest thing is that not even a couple of weeks after we separated, we actually realized how much we loved each other. More than we thought. We spoke about it. And when I get, to think and reflect about it, it was probably because for the first time, we actually saw each other beyond the roles that we were playing within the relationship, beyond the expectations that we were having for each other, beyond the pressure that we were putting to be a certain person, to behave a certain way. And that's when it really hit me, that love wasn't the problem. The attachments, the beliefs that we put on that were the problem. So I invite you to dive in with me in some of the circumstances that make us believe that love hurts when it doesn't. I think this is one of the main ones. The irrational expectations that we place in others. We want them to read our minds, to fill up our voids, to save you for yourself. And we give them the responsibility to make you happy, to give you the love. Have you ever thought about that? Giving that responsibility to someone. It's so fucking heavy if you think about it. Because now imagine yourself in the shoes of that other person. Imagine yourself having to be responsible to making someone happy, to making someone to feel loved. No, 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 no. That's really a program from the Matrix. They make us believe that we are dependable from others, so you actually lose your independence and your sovereignty. Do you get it? It's so twisted. Another thing that we believe that love hurts is when we think that our dreams have died because that relationship died. But the thing is this, many of the dreams that you have, they are probably coming since you were a child. They are probably there for many years. And either you can achieve those dreams on your own, or you might do it with someone else. Either if it's a partner or a friend or a business partner, who knows? So think about it. Your dreams are yours. So even if you think that love, because it finished it between quotes with this person, that relationship is not there. No, your dreams are still there. So keep going after them. Okay? What actually hurts is not love, it's conditional love. How many times I need to tell the truth here. I used for a long time, and I still use it sometimes, saying unconditional love. The thing is, love is love. Why it is already the nature of love. It's unconditional. But when we condition love, when we say someone, oh, I love you if you behave this way. I love you if you do that for me. I love you if you achieve this goal. I love you if. Condition, condition, condition. Or I love you only when you do things my way. Oh my God. I can relate so much to this during my past relationships. So love doesn't hurt. It's the conditions that we put on it. Love is free. It is free. Another thing that we think that love hurts is when we attach to a specific outcome. We believe, we think that things are going to unfold or should unfold in a certain, time or form or behavior, whatever way, we just imagine it in our head. And if it doesn't have the specific outcome that we're thinking, then we suffer. We suffer. And again, love is fluid. It drives in freedom. So just freaking let it flow. That's it. Let go of the attachment. Otherwise, you are just creating suffering and more suffering. This is a true bomb. Not loving yourself first hurts. Why do you think you're giving that responsibility to another person to love you? Because you think or you believe that you are not capable of giving that love to yourself. So you get too so upset probably because you think you are unworthy, because you're expecting someone else to complete you. Remember Jerry Maguire? You complete me. No, fuck no, you are already whole. You are already whole. We're here to complement each other and to share that love with others. Don't give your power away. Please. I did it for so many decades and it was so fucking painful. Learn to love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Your life is going to transform immensely when you do that. At least that's what happened to me. That's my experience. Abandoning your truth to be love hurts. When you have to shrink, when you have to silence yourself, to shape shifts just to keep someone or to feel like that you belong, or whatever it is, that behavior that you might be doing, you end up betraying your essence. Because not loving your truth is what hurts. And what's that pain? It is your soul's calling. Your soul is calling you back. It's calling you to reconnect back. It's calling you home. To you, to your heart, to your presence. So stop abandoning yourself, please. Confusing control or possession with love hurts. Who makes us believe that we are actually able to possess or own someone? That is so twisted. It is so twisted. Because it's not a, you belong to me. No. It's that I see you. I choose you. And I keep choosing you every day until I might not choose you anymore. And I set you free. Because I love you freely. And between quotes, unconditionally. Losing ourselves to be loved. That's the real heartbreak. When we put ourselves the last in the list, so other people can choose us, or can choose you, or like you, or love you, between quotes, because if it's just for that, for the benefit of the other person, it's insane. Why do you think a lot of people struggle with being a people pleaser? And then they feel all this resentment inside. Yeah, because you are abandoning yourself to please others instead of pleasing yourself. So don't blame others for manipulating you. It's your responsibility. I'm sorry, but I'm just speaking my truth here. And another thing, believing that someone else holds the key to your joy, to the love that you deserve? Fuck no. That what hurts. That hurts. Why would you give the responsibility to someone else? Again, no. Claim your power back. Knowing that the joy, the happiness, the peace, the love, the honor, the presence that you deserve, knowing that it comes from within you, that's your power. And we give it away. Again, that's the programming from the Matrix. The idea here is for you to start reflecting on what I'm saying to get you out of there. Because when we give that power away to others, It's exactly when we feel and think that love hurts. When the truth is, the love that you feel, it's yours. Who's feeling it? You are feeling it. It's simply that the other person awakens that in you. That is already within you. You are the source. You have always been the source of love. Again, it's about tuning in with it. Tuning in with that frequency that is already in you. And once you understand that, love is gonna stop hurting, between quotes. So how do you keep love flowing if even after a breakup or a disappointment or a heartbreak? One of the practices that I did after the second time that I read the book of Michael Singer, The Untethered Soul, was to, no matter what, keep your heart open. Yeah, even if it trembles, even if it hurts like hell, keep the heart open. Otherwise, if we start creating this shell around it, we don't allow others to love us back, and you don't allow yourself to love again. Don't do that. If you have a shell like that, little by little start cracking it. Because love that you have felt, that love that you feel even when it hurt, and you know many of the reasons, I already spoke about it. Don't allow those reasons not to love again. Be open to it. It is worth it. Despite the pain that we can feel sometimes, it is worth it. So go for it. Another thing that I want to tell you is to remember that love is not a transaction. It's a transmission. Because the truth is, when we give love just as is, again, without the conditions that we put most of the time, we just give it. We are not expecting someone else to give it back to us. Because again, you already know that you are loved. You already know that that love is within you. So you just actually get to share it with others. How cool is that? You get to share your love with others. You know what? When I realized that love is not a transaction, is thanks to my father. He transitioned. He passed away already, and I still love him so much. And it doesn't matter if I don't have his presence to feel his love physically, right? Because I know he's still around. I know he's still with me. So that's when I realized that love is not a transaction. I can just give it. It doesn't matter if I don't receive it back. Because I'm the one feeling it. It's part of me, and it's so fucking good to feel it. Give it a try. Please give it a try. And if you want love to keep flowing, don't allow it to think that it needs to be safe. Love simply is. Let it flow. Let it be sacred. Let it stretch you and stroke you and soften you and bring you that joy, and sometimes it will bring you sadness. Just let it be. It is safe to love. When we remove all those expectations, you're gonna notice that it is safe to love. And love yourself even when they can't love you. Don't expect someone else to love you when they are not even able to love themselves. Remember that a person cannot give what it doesn't have, right? So, just give that love to that person. And that means many times that you might get to walk away. You don't have to be by that side, because then if you are expecting then that person to love you back, it doesn't work like that. You're gonna suffer. So take away yourself from relationships, from situations with people that are not ready to love. Because unfortunately, most likely, it's like you cannot teach them. Don't put yourself as the savior in there and thinking that, yeah, if I love them so hard, at one point they had to love me back. It could be in some cases, yes. But it's when that other person is also willing to. And some people are not willing to because they are not ready, because they don't want to do the inner work to heal their wounds, to start loving themselves. Another way to start flowing more with the energy of love, it's to be yourself emotionally sovereign. Because remember that your emotions are your messengers. It's just, it's the little whisper of your soul guiding you back home. So when you let them flow, and mainly when there's grief to process, because again, the losing of someone, the breakup, the disappointment, etc., allow yourself to feel that grief, because what grief is, what is it? It's love. It's another way of loving. And about grief, what I have experienced is not only about giving that grief, not only to process that grief towards the other person, but also to process self-grief for the part of you that died with that relationship. Personally, I believe that that's how we are able to move on slowly and steadily as possible. And another thing that we have to do is really drop the fairy tales. I mean, the happily ever after, at least for me, I know it doesn't exist. I mean, after 2 divorces, well, I'm going to reframe that, because if I can believe, yes, in the happily ever after, now that I know that I am the creator of my own happiness. Now that I'm not giving that power away to someone else to make me happy. So yeah, I'm reframing that now, right here, right now. I am living now in my happily ever after. But it's because I'm the one in charge. I'm the one responsible for that. No one else. That's it. And talking about fairy tales, I mean, the thing is, It's a relationship with two people. It means it's two humans there. Two humans where there are different wounds and trauma and personalities and any other aspect of it. And the thing is, you get to attract people who are similar to who you are. That's it. That's the way the universe works. You are going to attract people who are similar to who you are. That's why relationships are your biggest teachers. Because when somebody is triggering you, that person is actually reflecting back to you as a mirror. What's something that you get to work on you? What's that you get to heal on you? And that's where the real magic happens, because your relationships help you grow and evolve as a human being. How cool is that? So my invitation for you is to rewrite your story. Love doesn't hurt. What hurts is trying to control it. With manipulation, through victimhood, wanting to be saved or rescued by others, or being the people pleaser, which is also another way of manipulation. What hurts is the attachment that you create with others so you can feel needed, which is actually codependency, or you want to feel respected or accepted or loved, or simply as avoiding loneliness. What hurts is expecting it to fix you. You don't need to be fixed, because the truth is that you are not broken. What happened is every time you get hurt, or every time you got a wound or trauma, you divided yourself by ignoring those parts of you that got so hurt that that's what makes you believe that you are broken. But no, you are whole. You just need to learn to accept and understand and love all those parts of you. It's then when you're going to feel whole again, and you're going to understand that you are not broken. What hurts is forgetting that you are it, that you are love, that you are the source of it. That's what hurts. And if you're in a massive healing journey right now, I feel you. I've been there. It's a roller coaster. Let me tell you that you are not alone. I see you. And once you lean into prioritizing your self-love, your life will transform. Because you'll realize finally that you are love. So you are no longer going to beg for it. You would just be open to share it as you wish. That's it. That's all. You get to love. You get to share the love that you are. And then love doesn't hurt anymore because you are love. It's been a while that I wanted to share this message, and I did struggle to put it into words, because self-love for me has been It has been quite a journey. And like I started, I know this is an unpopular opinion, that love doesn't hurt. But the more we get to love ourselves and understand that we are the source, you are the source of it. It's about healing those parts of us that has been wounded through our human experience. And that could be decades, right? So be patient with yourself. Be kind. Be compassionate. And listen to this again if you think, because I probably triggered a lot of the things in here, in you. And that's good. That's the work. That's the work needed for you to tune back in with your heart, to tune back in with your soul, because your soul is calling you back. It's calling you back home to who you truly are. The soul doesn't know about controlling, doesn't know about attachment. She doesn't. So allow yourself to open that heart, to start listening to it. Start listening to her. It's there. It's there. And the more self-love you nurture, you share, you cherish, you whatever it is, the more alive you're going to feel. And the more your soul will like to experience this life. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this. And I also invite you to come to my community in Facebook, the Midlife Butterfly, so you can share your thoughts over there and introduce yourself. The community is growing slowly, and I would like to really be more of a community itself. I feel sometimes that I'm just kind of like a monologue, and trusting that that's gonna start shifting as more people listen to this podcast and as more people, tune in and resonate with what I have to say. I really appreciate your time, and if you would like to go deeper with these teachings, I have one-on-one coaching open. There's a space for you, so please reach out at hello@midlifebutterfly.ca. It'll be my pleasure to serve you, or just simply tag me at Midlife Butterfly. And remember that you are loved, you are love. So now go out and be it. Much love to you, my dear.